Hi there, I'm Val Westgate from Sutton Group-Masters, and I'm doing the second video blog on my interview with Rick Rooney from Quantum Renewable Energy. And this one is on how to maintain your solar panels and get the rewards from the sun. Okay, we're back with Rick and we're going to talk about solar energy and quantum renewable energy and what kind of maintenance you would have to do on your system.
Yeah, so a lot of people have that question, concerns about what effect it may have on the roof or how often they have to pay maintenance costs. So luckily what you're looking at are typically fixed racks, so there's no moving parts. So there's nothing to grease, no bearings to fix, no motors to change, anything like that. Ideally, the panels, they've got a 25-year warranty, so the panel racking, flashings, that should last 25 years if it's installed properly. The biggest enemy we've got, to be honest with you, are rodents. So squirrels and mice, especially if you're living in the country, they love to find their way into electrical equipment. So as long as we have the equipment closed up properly, we won't have an issue. With the panels themselves, when they're up on rooftops, now the Electric Safety Authority wants us to cage it in to keep those squirrels from getting underneath, because they would in the past get underneath and sometimes chew wires, which has to be repaired. So typically, if the system's rodent-proof and well installed, you shouldn't see any maintenance visit at all for the first 10 years. After the 10-year mark, that's when the electronic equipment, which is your inverter, typically about 1/10 of the cost of the system, it's most likely to fail between the 10 and 20-year mark. So within the lifespan of a system, you're going to have to replace the electronic inverter. But aside from that, the panels should be pretty solid state and last 20-25 years.
We got the geese coming over, nice. What about batteries?
So batteries, so on most systems, like this is a grid connected system, so there are no batteries whatsoever. And there's more and more interest now, even for grid connected systems, people are starting to gain interest in having a battery backup system. So some batteries that would be there in the event of a power outage. If it's just for backup, they again can easily last 10 to 15 years. If it's used in an off-grid scenario where it's used on a regular basis every single day, then usually we're lucky if we see 7 to 10 years. So over the lifespan of the system, you're going to have to replace the batteries once or twice. What we're starting to evolve into now are lithium-ion batteries. They're still not very cost competitive. They're very expensive to get into, but I fully anticipate over the next couple of years that price is going to drop significantly, and then it will be a much more robust battery that will last twice as long as the typical lead acid battery.